Welcome to Supercross coverage from Nashville, Tennessee, and the Big 49 is ready. Stretch is here in all his redneck glory. Moto Man's ready to bang his cousin. Jason from HYR's ready to sell some tractors. And Bookie Kyle's got his banjo out ready to take on those city slickers.
I'm sorry, I gotta laugh every time.
I don't know what's time to get our Supercross on the Big 49.
I don't know what's funnier.
Wow.
Do we make fun of him making fun of the fact that he's laughing at
Or
his own
if he's
joke?
laughing,
Yeah,
we laugh
he's
as
laughing at his own joke.
You know what? That's funny. That's funny. That's funny one.
I'm just
Wow.
saying, he laughs at his own joke. And it's like,
Wow. So here's what we got for Heat 2 of the 450s. Barsha, Sexton, Roczen, and our dude Dean Wilson coming in at number 4. And Logan Carnow getting in the top 9, which means he goes right to the main event, which is very good to see.
And here's the good news, right? Was we already saw Webb standing up in the pits.
Oh, but
Yeah.
he was
he's
sobbing.
going to the doctor.
He was sobbing, dude.
so we
But
really
he's
want.
up.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what I mean? He's not.
Yeah, we wanted to give you guys a heads up on that.
Oh,
Cooper
God.
Webb is going to, health-wise, he will be okay. They sent him to the hospital for checkup. But he was standing up. He hugged the team manager. He was really, really bummed out, emotional. Because
And you know the
the
crying
season's
isn't
done,
from
man.
yeah.
The season's
The
done.
crying wasn't from I'm really hurt. The crying is from crap. I just missed the championship. And
Yeah.
it was right there, and that's the heartbreak.
Right.
His heart is broken, not his head.
Yeah, his heart is definitely broken.
But everybody in the background's going, man, I hope he's walking and,
Well,
Yeah.
when you see a hit like that and you see
wonder, you know.
a crash like that and you get the close-up shot and you can see the fact that, he got ran over, that's some serious stuff. And they got to take that kind of stuff very seriously. So
we're close enough, right? Sexton just got the Kickstarter.
I understand.
Yeah, no, Sexton came in second. Yeah, it's crazy.
I understand why that happens like that. At the same time, it's just upsetting to see when a rider like Cooper Webb, who really comes at it with all his heart. I mean, he really comes at it with heart. And you could see he's just heartbroken because he just lost the championship.
Bro.
I
Yeah,
mean, he's
it's
not going to
done.
be in the race at all today.
He's going to get no points today.
Yep, he's going to
DNF.
get nothing. He's going to get a DNF.
And if he doesn't make next round, that's possibly a third, which still is awesome, bro. Awesome season.
It depends if
that's where he is.
I was going to say,
bro.
it depends if they put him into they'll all come out today.
Concussion protocol.
Exactly. If they make him go through concussion protocol and they're like, no, you don't race. You're done.
By the way, as they went across the line, Sexton was giving Barsha all he could handle. Sexton closed the gap. Sexton looks fast today. I like my pick, keeping
With a bad
Sexton
start,
at 1.
right?
But Barsha may be, I might want to move Barsha higher than I have. I have him at 3. No, and Eli looks good too. This could be a good day of racing still.
Yeah, well, there's some definitely good racing going on. At the same time, I wonder how the conversation really needs to be at this point, because that Eli now knows the situation with Cooper Webb. He knows what's happening there, so he's kind of got it in the bag. So it makes me wonder whether or not he's going to go, I'm going to lay it up a little bit and just slow down and let everybody else do what they're going to do.
If he's banged up from last week.
Yeah, or am I going to come out here and just prove a point and just put it down like a boss? Yeah.
And there was a lot of drama at the beginning that Anderson went down for 1, and he's out.
Dude, Anderson landed on the plywood after a good crash, which never feels
But
good.
that crash wasn't as bad as whoever went down on that first corner, which they didn't replay, which was an awful crash.
Privateers,
Some privateers went sideways off of that and landed.
But dude, he landed on plywood.
When I saw that with Anderson, it wasn't the fact that he was literally banged up, and the crash really didn't look that severe, other than the fact that he was holding his arm when he got off that
He also
crash.
left the bike on the track and just walked out and down the tunnel.
Yeah, he left the bike there and just walked away.
By the way, no Alpine Stars crew around him, no team manager around him. He literally crashed the bike, landed on the plywood, got up and walked out the tunnel by himself completely alone, which I thought was weird.
But whoever got tied up with those privateers, there was like 2 or 3 bikes that got.
Yeah. But I'm more concerned.
That one was a bad wreck, though, bro.
Yeah, that was a really bad wreck. But I'm more concerned with, all right, is Anderson hurt? We know now that Cooper...
He's got to be in the LCQ.
Yeah, we know that Cooper is for sure going to not make it at all.
Yeah, we saw him leave in an ambulance, so Cooper is gone for the day.
Yeah, so that means that Jason Anderson, his situation could be we don't know yet. Are they going to do X-rays on him? Are they going to check his arm out? Are they going to make sure he's got full?
You know what?
Here's my
I'll make
number
a prediction
5 today.
right now. My prediction
Picking a
is
Cali today.
Anderson comes back and is in the LCQ because he was walking and looking okay, and he wasn't doing the my collarbone's broken where you're holding your arm so it doesn't move. He wasn't doing that. He did look like he hit his shoulder.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking he's back in the LCQ just judging by the way he physically walked off the track.
Okay.
I think. That's what I think.
I mean, so far, my picks, the only one in my picks that I'm really at all concerned about right now would be the fact that I still had Webb. Webb is a DNF. So I'm going to go.
Did you have Adam C in your top 5? Because I just moved Adam C into that spot.
I
so
did
that
not.
was my move.
I did not.
So that's a negative
Adam
3. You're
looks
taking
good.
a negative 3 on that?
I'm just going to do DNF. I'm just
And
going to do
Adam
my
looks
DNF on that.
Okay.
See, I'm a man. I'm not going to change my picks. I'm just going to admit the fact that he's a
Okay.
DNF.
Okay.
Oh, you're just going to admit losing because you're a loser?
Yeah, I'm going to admit I'm losing right now.
You
so.
are a loser. I'm
go-
not. I'm
going-
fighting to the end. I'm
going
Cooper Webb.
Eli Tomac, Chase Sexton, Justin Barsha. Cooper Webb is a DNF, so I'll take that loss. And then I've got Ken Roczen as my number 5.
Yeah, well, I'm not going down like that. I'm going to take Coop out, and I'm going to replace him with Adam C. and Cyril.
Of course she will.
Because I'm a champion.
Oh,
and champions
precious.
keep
If I was
fighting
going to
to
do
the end.
anything right now, I would probably move Wilson up to number 8.
Yeah, Wilson's looking good.
Or
today.
possibly number 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wilson finished 4 in that heat. That's solid.
my Dean Wilson's at number 9 right now.
I got him at 10. I'm staying there.
So-
I don't trust Dino to do the right thing. That track is slippery.
Of course you don't.
And we're seeing a lot of crap out there. There's a
Even though he
lot of
came in
crashes today.
Even though he came in 4th at the heat race, but it's okay. I don't
No,
have
you
any
double down-
faith.
you double
I don't
that
have
down,
any
he'll
faith
be
in
in
Dean
10.
Wilson. He came in 4th. What
Yeah.
kind of hypocrite is he? Is
Because I'm
that?
going to add the results to the other heat race. That's automatically 8, and if he screws up at all, he'll be at 10. That's my prediction.
What kind of fair weather friend are you? What's up, Dirk Diggler? Looks
Dirk
like you
Diggler
won,
gets
buddy.
the win and looks good. Sexton looks really good. Eli looks really good. Roczen looked good, even though he faded.
Dirk Diggler looks like he's in fresh air right now. He looks like he's just happy and doing his thing.
He's been happy for the last 6 rounds, dude.
Yeah.
He's been really. This is the best he's ridden ever on the gas.
Yeah, he's looking good. I think it helps to sign
Yeah.
a deal. You know.
Yeah.
How-
I'm bummed on Anderson, bro. Hopefully he didn't shake the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't shake the baby.
Well, I'm just saying, Stretch. You never trust Stretch. He'll
Don't
always
shake a baby.
He'll always shake the baby.
Well, sometimes you need him to be quiet. Baby, be quiet.
How much alcohol do you drink before you shake the baby?
No. You can't do that. Then you're going to jail.
Oh, got it.
Little baby shaking, you're fine. A little alcohol, you're gone.
Got it.
Yeah, you're going to jail at that point.
Well, looks like we got a full coverage here. By the way, did anybody catch Bob and the Goat this week?
No.
Just saying.
Bet.
Yeah.
No, I don't have an extra 10 minutes to spare a week.
Yeah,
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah, that's how
10
long their
minutes
show
of,
is.
Of hard hitting.
Hard.
5 minutes of commercials
Hard.
shoved
Throw it
in,
down, huh?
shoved in by the pro motocross people,
Hard
and a
hit, hard.
10-minute damn
Hard
show.
hitting. Hard hitting.
Working hard.
I'm telling you,
They're working tough. Huh?
That's some of the deepest, hardest hitting information I think I've ever gotten.
I will let you know.
Bob and the Goat Show.
After all of the dirty dogging and dirty moves that people in the moto industry have done to us, I finally started fighting back and rather just laying down. And now every time I post anything, I tag the Bob and the Goat Show on there so that if you're searching for that, you will see our stuff as well.
Bob and the
I'm
Goat
like,
Show.
you know what? They're promoting the hell out of this. I'm going to steal some free promotion, and I'm going to get on that train. So,
Got it.
yeah, everything. If you search it, at some point, Big 49 is going to show up in that feed because we are tagged with the Bob and the Goat Show notoriously, I promise you.
Bob and the Goat Show. Back.
Yeah.
10 minutes of hard hitting inside.
That's a lot of
information.
work.
It is. I mean, here's the thing about running a radio station or being on a podcast. Taking 10 minutes out of your busy schedule to actually do this, that's a lot going on.
That's a lot.
That's a lot going on. I mean, there's so many things I could be doing, like, I don't know, taking a dump or maybe washing dishes.
I can't even make a cheeseburger in 10 minutes. It takes me longer than that. I mean, criminy.
I'm just saying, there's so many things that you could be doing.
I could be starting a meal, but I wouldn't be able to
could be
finish it.
in the car on my way to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Just saying.
10-minute commute.
10-minute commute just to go get the cheeseburger to come back to spend another 20 minutes eating it.
Wow.
That's how little time I have for tomfoolery.
And you watched it.
Oh, hard hitting. Hard hitting.
Gentlemen, LCQs are coming. You think Jason Anderson's going to make it?
My best guesstimation
He'll be there.
is the Alpine Stars guys
there.
are looking at his arm right now.
He'll be there.
I'm hoping he's there.
I think he'll be there too. By the way, a disappointing year for him. Remember how great he was last year on that
Well,
Kawasaki, and this year he's faded hard.
I think this year what it's been is he's been cut back and he's been told you cannot ride to your potential the way you like to ride. Okay.
Ooh, here are the fan predictions for today. Eli Tomac, Chase Sexton, Justin Barcia. That is the podium by the fans.
Huh, what was that? What was that?
Tomac, Sexton, Barcia.
Huh. And guess what I have?
Oh, you have Tomac, Sexton, Barcia?
Yeah.
Because you're a fanboy. You're
Yeah,
not knower.
fanboy.
Jason and I know the real deal, and we're going Sexton, Tomac, Barcia.
Oh god. Okay. So I'm just
Even though I'm playing the odds, I think you have
dancing.
a better pick.
You probably do have a better
I actually
pick.
think you have the better pick.
We're dancing
We're
around
the
the same-
underdogs.
Yeah.
We're the underdogs.
We're dancing.
Consistently, you have the better pick. I think we're both going outside trying to steal those points. Is what we're doing.
dancing around the same campfire is what we're doing.
I think we've danced around being the underdogs long enough that that's just what we pick.
I'm surprised Stretch doesn't have Kevin Morant somewhere in there.
right.
Yeah, because
I do like me the Kevin Morant.
I know you like him some Kevin Morant, just like you like you some Max Anstey. You've been Max Anstey. I will say this: Stretch has been Max Anstey to the core.
Yeah.
all the
that's
way
my-
going
that's my
back
dude.
to the Suzuki's.
Until he got the froth hat and he wasn't sure what that was, and then
Yeah, what is froth? I still don't know what that is. It's
You know
like
what
a
froth is?
coffee or something. I
You know what the
think.
frothy coffee is?
Yeah,
is that what it is? Frothy coffee.
Yeah. It's the foam at the top. They call that the
Oh,
froth.
that's a good name then.
Yeah. No.
Max Anstey, he's on it.
By the way, I'm looking at video now posted online.
You know, mate, I like the. You know, one thing I do love about Max Anstey, I love it when he talks in press conferences, even though Stretch hates it.
I love it. He
That guy
doesn't
can
ever
go
stop
on
talking.
and on and on, and I love it.
Okay,
I
I'm not
absolutely
kidding.
love it.
Because of Max Anstey, they cut the press conferences in half last week because they were so delayed and it was so late, and so they were in half. So you get into the 250 press conference, both of the Lawrence brothers and Max Anstey. Max talked so long that there were only 3 questions asked, complete total.
Of course.
Of the Lawrence brothers. That was Hunter got 1 question, Jet got 2, and that was it. That's why on the show yesterday you heard a Lawrence brother interview that was just the 3 questions because that was all I could get. Max talks forever and ever and ever.
I think that Max has realized that he needs to be a darling of the media, and in order to be a darling of the media, you gotta absorb all of it. You gotta take all of it.
Absorb it.
You gotta take that media, take it all, take that camera time.
Yeah. Absorb it up.
And by the way, he's funny too. He's
He is.
amusing as hell.
He's very
He
funny.
started quoting lines from the stupid fish movie Dory because
Sing.
he's such a dad now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he was talking about. I watched it with my kid this week, and it was like swim, 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 and I'm like,
swim.
And he's like, "So that's what I did, mate." Like, oh my God, really?
That's awesome.
Man, it was funny.
So here's another question I have for you, Jason, because we seem to be watching a lot of Yamaha commercials lately.
Yeah.
They coming out with a new bike for 2024?
Oh, I don't know. They don't. They haven't told me nothing yet.
They haven't told you guys
They haven't
anything as a
told us
dealer.
that.
They don't tell you squat as a dealer.
Until the last minute.
That sucks.
Wow.
I wish they would tell you,
You know
guys
what I mean?
stuff. I wish they would kind of tell you stuff so you could actually go out and tell other people stuff. So there was stuff to be told.
If you are not near a television set, by the way, you can go now to the Big 49 Instagram. I have got links to the Cooper Webb incident and the Jason Anderson incident on our reels. You can see those there.
Like 2 years ago or something, I was
Both
sitting
of
in
them.
Asheville, North Carolina, one of those places
Yep.
out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big room, bunch of Yamaha people everywhere, you know. And they're like, "We're going live with these models today, right now."
Oh, wow.
And all the Yamaha dealers are sitting in this room,
Okay.
you know. And they're like, "We're going live right now to the consumer."
Wow.
Yep.
And then they tell us right there.
That's cool.
And then they tell you right then what
Right
they're
then.
giving you. Well, that kind of sucks because you're kind of the last guy to know.
We're pretty much last people.
They should tell you so you have something to hype, something to talk about in
it just-
advance, so you could say, "Hey,
Right.
listen, by the way, Yamaha for 2024, I hear they're planning on doing X, Y, and
But
Z."
you know, like all the old magazine shootouts and
Oh,
the
yeah.
spy, you know,
Oh, yeah.
the
Yeah.
spy thing, and you know,
Yep.
like spy photo. I got a spy photo. It's a photo leak.
Yeah.
That's just it's killed it for them,
Yeah.
dude. So they don't do it anymore. They
Wow.
literally won't tell us until
All
it's
Here's a
time to
very
come
important
out.
question,
Okay.
Jason, and I mentioned this at a Moto Minute this week. What's up with the Stark Varg? They shipped.
They are shipping. They were basically a little late for hopefully a month.
Yeah.
I'm not
they were
sure.
delayed, but
I
they
haven't
shipped
got
now.
an ETA from them yet, so I'm not sure if they're sending bikes or not, really. But
Oh,
they
wow.
did send a couple to their
Some have
first
been
consumers.
shipped, yeah. So okay, so that's what it is. They're going consumer direct on those early pre-orders.
They just early pre-orders, getting a couple out there
Gotcha.
just so they get feedback.
So,
stuff
so
like
it might
that,
still
so.
be a couple months till you guys see one. Or
I'm
weeks.
hoping, honestly, it could be this month, could be next month. I'm not sure.
All right.
Where maybe we might have a demo.
Okay.
You know,
Exciting news though that they're shipping, and that's of all e-bikes, that's the one people are really like, man, we want to see this bike.
I completely agree with you there. Everybody's out of the e-bikes. Everybody's got bated breath on that particular one.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm looking at Adam Cianciarulo's number 9 green machine right there on the old TV.
yeah, you might have a bent front wheel.
By the
right
way,
there.
Adam has had progress every single round. He's looked a little better every week, just a little better. And I like the progress he's making since returning to Supercross this year.
he's done great.
Yeah, he's done very, very well this year just by coming back and staying healthy and staying on the bike and being a little bit more consistent, even though he comes out of the hole like gangbusters and then he kind of just lacks off and fades,
But
midway.
not as much now. So
Yeah.
that was
Right.
very true early in the season. But now he's not fading as much, and he's hanging in there in that top 5, 6 in that ballpark ever since the last few rounds.
I have a question, seeing how everybody is so litigious and they talk about this kind of stuff
I'll
so
sue
often.
you.
Exactly. How long before they go after the AMA and go after Supercross for aggressive whoops? How long before the insurance companies make it an issue? This is too dangerous. I'm just out of curiosity because they've done that in all the other forms of racing. They've gone after NASCAR for
They
speed.
slowed NASCAR down.
They've gone after NHRA drag racing for speed. They've gone after a lot of these forms of racing because of excessive speed or risk. It seems to be the one question that everybody has in Supercross and in outdoor motocross is the whoops.
But it's an indirect science. I don't think you can say a 23-inch whoop with a 79-degree angle on the backside is any more dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Is there a science that can show a certain style of whoop is more dangerous than the other? Until they have that, they can't do anything.
We know that rollers
No, they don't
go
control the
fast.
throttle.
Exactly, but we know that rollers go fast, and typically,
But what they do control, and I don't want anything to happen to racing, of course, bro.
no.
But is the plywood on the side that Anderson just slapped himself against?
That should be, by the way, freaking wrestling pads down there. There should be foam there. Or
Foam,
something.
wrestling pads, padding, or more
Something.
dirt or something.
Or the stuff
Okay.
top blocks are made out of, but as mats down on
Okay.
the ground. Something to land on, dude. Jason landed on freaking what might
I
as well
saw-
be concrete.
I saw Cooper Webb on his back in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
This is going back to 2019. Square on his back on concrete.
Yeah, that was the last time we saw Cooper have a gnarly one.
Hard concrete. Like that was
Yeah.
an evil concrete, and that was
To me, that's where they're missing. But
yeah. That's
no, I'm with you on that. And by the way, that's one that could get very litigious. Because that happens in the NFL. The guy Reggie Bush, you guys know him. He was
Yep.
a running back at USC. At the end of his career, he had been traded and he was starting to bounce around. He was fading on the downside, and he was at the stadium where the Rams play when they were still in Missouri.
okay.
And he ran off of the field during a play, and he ran across a concrete section. Cleats on concrete are very slippery.
Right.
He slipped, fell, injured himself, and he sued the owner of the Rams, Kroenke, who owned that stadium, and got a huge settlement. And it ended his career. He was done. That last injury, running across
Cleats and concrete.
Right.
on the side of a field, running off the field and running across concrete and eating it and blowing his knee out, I believe is what happened, that he got a big settlement out of that. So don't be surprised if something like that. I could see that completely happening in Supercross if a guy gets really injured, landed on plywood or something.
but then where do you break it down? They had a mud race last week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
you know what's funny? I think the mud race is almost safer because there was never really any speed.
There was a lot of speed to that.
You think there was speed in the mud?
No, there wasn't a lot of speed to that.
Yeah.
But what there was in the mud that made it very insecure was the fact that nobody could see, because once you're at third place or fourth place in that line, all you're getting is a face full of mud. You're just
ask Kenny Roczen.
Look at all those guys' faces, and they were just covered. And tear offs weren't going to help you. You literally needed 5, 10,
Roczen's
15,
got
20
vision
person.
problems now.
Yeah.
Roczen
Roczen threw his goggles off, and then Dean Wilson roosted him
in the face.
Which, I'm sorry, was funny because Dino
Kinda
had
funny.
crashed, and when he
Kinda
crashed,
funny.
the throttle stuck wide open.
I know,
And
it
it
was kinda-
roosted Kenny in the face with it was like an extra obstacle on the course.
If you ask Kenny, though, he's going to say that was a purposeful thing to do. Dino did that to him on purpose.
And then he said something about rubbing his face with his glove and getting more dirt and just dig.
Yeah, you're just going to rub more dirt in your eye.
What do you?
I mean, he got dirt in his eyes, what he did. We've all had it happen. I actually had it happen to me this week here at the radio station. I had dirt in my eye. Doing some janitorial stuff around here.
Here's dirt in your eye.
Exactly. I mean, it just happens. Everybody gets dirt in their eye at some point, but
Yeah.
you just close your eye or flush it out, and if you get a scratched, cornea, you just kind of let it go, and in 24 hours. So one nice thing about your eyes, the fastest healing organ on your body. They will heal instantly. It's so fast.
This is a complete sidebar from anything going on
Okay.
Moto World, but I just saw this. Oklahoma has passed a new law protecting drivers who unintentionally kill idiots when riders take over the highways and you get afraid and run away and you unintentionally run somebody over and kill them.
Yeah.
You are protected by law now in Oklahoma. That's good because by the way, the only option there is to get drug out of your car and get the crap beat out of you by an angry mob that is angry at something you've got nothing to do with. So if you take off and run one over now, you're protected by law in Oklahoma. I love that law.
That says, no tomfoolery here. We really don't care.
Yeah, don't walk out on the damn highway
Exactly.
and protest, you idiots.
So, coming up, we have, let me see, we've already gone through 250 Heat
LCQ.
1, 250 Heat 2, 450 Heat 1, 450 Heat 2. So they got LCQ 250s and LCQ 450s. And then we're at maintenance.
They're grooming the track, which is good to see. That track was badly beat up, and there's a dozer out on the track as we speak fixing the ruts.
Yeah.
So it's not going to make it any less slippery. This is a very dangerous track, as we are seeing, but at the same time, it's good that they're fixing it, I guess.
Man, I have to say, I don't know how they contain all, when motocross racers get together and they're on TV. I don't know how you keep a room tall enough to handle those people.
Oh, that's messed up.
It's like dealing with NBA players.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the exact opposite?
Yeah, no.
Remember, Moto, you follow in that category.
I know. I'm part midget too.
No. Moto is an NBA player.
Yeah, I'm an NBA player.
They called him Red Chocolate. That was his name. You ever had that? That was his name when he got the basketball.
I find it funny because Stretch always makes Ricky Carmichael short jokes, and then you see every motocross racer is usually about 5'5", 5'6".
That's the tall ones.
They're usually short.
There's the 5'5", 5'6" guys. Then there's Ricky Carmichael.
And they're short.
Cooper Webb just lost half inch.
I would say
Is that too early?
Yeah, that's too
Man,
early.
what are you guys doing?
But Cooper's like my size. Cooper's short like me. The one that really surprises me, though, are guys like Adam Cianciarillo, who's tall.
Yeah.
I'll say that now because I saw him walking.
Michael
around.
Mosman, who's tall.
Yeah.
Michael almost looks too tall for the motorcycle.
You know who looks tall and isn't? Is Kenny Roczen. He looks tall on camera. When you see him, you're like, wow, he is not very tall, but he looks tall.
He's just average. Kenny Roczen's 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, somewhere in there. He's not short,
Yeah.
but he's not tall.
Two Talls out there in Tennessee. We haven't talked to him
Oh,
lately.
we haven't talked to Too Tall in a while. Now, Too Tall is Too Tall. When you see him on a
He's
Yamaha
6'9",
YZ 450,
isn't he?
he looks like he is 2 times. They need to make that bike. Can you get this with a 27-inch rear wheel
Right.
and a 35-inch front wheel?
I need 5 more inches of travel on the forks, and
exactly.
I could jump this way bigger.
He needs something way bigger for him.
Something we talked about in the pre-show during qualifying, we were talking about sandbagging and how Cooper, what was he, 8 or 9 in qualifying? And then look how far up front he was in that pack with Eli rubbing elbows before the crash.
Yep.
Yeah, he had sandbagged earlier in qualifying.
Well, Cooper typically will sandbag in qualifying because he saves himself. He doesn't want to get hurt. He just wants enough to where he can get in and make the time, make the qualifying, get a decent lane selection, and call it a day. He doesn't need to go out and prove a point in qualifying when there is no point to really be proven. And that's where
a lot of them, that's important. But for a lot of them, it's mental. And if you're strong mentally, that's a good strategy.
And if you're
not
beating the heat, you're mentally, you're staying up front, right?
Yeah. And then you get it, and that's why you'll see Eli. He'll always qualify at 4th, 5th, 6th.
Right.
Cooper 4th, 5th, 6th in that range. They'll just qualify.
I think they are just trying to get
to
the to the 52. What's the time?
What's the time?
I got to be within the second.
Yeah. So if you're seeing that time is, let's say, 52:55, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 52:71.
Be fine.
Be fine. I'll be in.
Yeah.
As long as I'm in 52, I'm fine.
Right.
I don't need to start cutting, trimming off seconds, because it really isn't going to do me any good other than lane selection
No.
and qualify. And you're number one qualifier.
And
Big
just
deal.
chances are going down.
Yeah,
You
chances
know?
are going down. You're risking a lot more doing that. So,
Well, dude, what about RJ last week? That's something we didn't get to talk about. The guy literally, for 1 point, trying to pass Jet Lawrence in the final, cost him 20 points. That's a real statement. He went for it in that final turn to try to get around Jet, then ended up not finishing and getting no points. So for 1 point, he lost 20.
I
There it
award
is.
you no points.
Yeah, no points. God, and he was so close. I thought he'd get some points because he was right there in the final lap, but no. He got nothing.
So, now we're going into the LCQ. Let me see. What's the time here? Okay.
E-I-E-I-O.
We should be into the LCQs here in, 10 minutes or so?
What is that called, Jason?
Last chance, Cowie.
Last chance, what?
Cowie.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay,
I was
okay.
waiting for that dig coming.
That's LCK.
That's okay.
Okay, got it. Last chance, Cowie.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that.
All right.
LCQ, LCK, it's the same thing.
Okay, it's all same stuff. All right. We're going to play some Interpol. We will be back in about 5 minutes after this. It's Big 49.
Wow. Oh,
Welcome to Supercross coverage from Nashville, Tennessee, and the Big 49 is ready. Stretch is here in all his redneck glory. Moto Man's ready to bang his cousin. Jason from HYR's ready to sell some tractors. And Bookie Kyle's got his banjo out ready to take on those city slickers.
Oh, it's your cousin. I thought it was your sister.
Yeah, it's my cousin. Yeah.
yeah.
Come on, sissy.
Time to get our Supercross on the Big 49.
There we go. It is that time. LCQ just got through for the 250s, getting ready to start the 450.
They just did a little remembrance of the Supercross paddock guy.
Yeah, young guy apparently died suddenly on Wednesday night. So condolences to everybody from, I'm sure that was a Feld employee. So everybody over there and to his family. That's awful.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Also, happy birthday to Kenny Roczen. It is Kenny's birthday, and it is also the other news that broke during that LCQ was Viali got fined 2 position points today. However, he finishes after he jumped on a red cross flag in the heat
Stretch,
race.
what'd you get Kenny for his birthday?
I got him a Moto Man inflatable punch doll.
Of course you did.
So you could punch Moto in the face
course you
whenever
did.
he walks back after a
Now,
bad race.
here's my question.
I have one already.
Here's my question. I mean, did the concept of like wrapping you up into a birthday cake and shipping you to Kenny's house and going, a little Marilyn Monroe, happy birthday,
Out of the cake.
yeah, out of the cake.
You're just jealous
that would be
you're
bad,
just
though.
jealous that Kenny likes me.
I'm just saying, did that ever come into your play? at all?
I will not make fun of my friend Kenny on his birthday
Did-
because you are jealous of our relationship.
What are you making for dinner tonight?
So you do have a relationship.
I'm in Los Angeles.
Did you
I am
say
not in
relationship?
What
Florida.
are you making him for dinner tonight?
Yeah, he's in Nashville. I'm in Los Angeles.
You gonna make him a little supper?
I bet you he's going out for amazing Nashville barbecue. Would be my guess.
You
Or
gonna
some
give
Nashville hot chicken.
you
Oh
you-
God, that
you're
sounds
gonna
good.
give him the birthday present?
Don't you dare! Don't you dare say bad things about my friend Kenny Roczen just because he hates you. He hates you.
Good comeback, Moto.
Yeah.
I try.
You get points for that, Moto.
I try.
Wow. You know what they're doing a really good job of?
I try.
Of promoting.
Like my Mr. Roper moment.
That was pretty good.
They're
Smiling.
promoting motocross right now, like a lot.
Of course, motocross is right around the corner. It's
But
like
I mean,
in a
on
month.
NBC, so they're getting a lot of promotion.
Yeah.
I bet you we're going to have some outdoor races maybe covered on NBC this summer.
Oh, we
too.
are. We are. They're going to be covering. I believe they're going to be covering Paula.
Nice.
I believe
That'll
that
be
one
fun.
will be covered by NBC.
Yeah, way to
Yeah.
go.
Oh, it's so funny. I feel like Stanley Roper when those moments come. You just smile.
Yeah. You are a prepubescent child. Is what you are.
I get in
pretty
a
good.
dig. I get in a dig.
That
and
was
it's
some
like
points.
Mr. Roper.
You got points on that one.
All right. It's the Big 49. You're listening to the Moto Show, brought to you by our friends at You're brought to you by our friends at LBZ and our friends at HYR and our friends at Strive Distributing.
Oh, there he is.
Neutral, and our good friends
Jason
at
Anderson
Beatbox and
in
a
the
Ghost
gate.
Energy Drink.
I'm drinking a Ghost right now.
Jason's in the
right
gate
now.
for the LCQ. Anderson is in the gate, so he is
Good.
racing the LCQ, which means he wins the LCQ.
Good. Yeah. So, look, MotoGP tomorrow.
Yeah.
That ought to be interesting.
Nothing wrong with that.
How'd you like to look over when you're in the LCQ thinking, all right, I got a chance to get in this, and you see a factory rider next to you, and you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
There goes one spot.
That always sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's good that Anderson's not hurt, that he's back behind the gate.
Yeah.
So he walked off, got a new bike, and is now going to race a brand new motorcycle.
Is that
I got to
Will
feel
Christensen
All right,
on the
back,
TV?
he's back.
No.
That was Will Christensen on
It
the
was
Yeah,
a
that's
monster
not
girl.
double.
Yeah,
It was
that
a
was-
monster girl.
That was Will
She has a
Christensen on
stunt
the
double.
TV. Does the real Will Christensen
No,
on
she has
TV?
a stunt double.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless that's the stunt double in the blue barrel.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are freaking brutal.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, RJ.
You guys are brutal.
All right. I am. Look at
They're-
all the Kawasaki's in this race, Jason.
They're going over the Jason Anderson's
You see
greatest
that?
hits right now. And greatest misses.
Yeah, I know. But he's behind the gate. I got a feeling the Kawasaki wins this here LCQ.
They sponsor that.
Do you think?
Oh,
Look, hey,
at
look at
least
that.
the 250s.
He didn't get the whole shot. He backed out of it. Wow, that's interesting. All right, let's come back and see who wins this.
Monster Girl. All right, it is the Big 49. Here's some Queens of Stone Age.